The history of the Swinnerton family of companies spans 3 centuries and mirrors the booms and busts of an evolving post-industrial America. Our longevity is a testament to the integrity of our leaders, the time-tested excellence of our structures, and above all, the passion of our people. Our story began in 1888 when a young Swedish immigrant, Charles Lindgren, formed a brick masonry and contracting partnership with 2 other entrepreneurs in post-gold rush Los Angeles, where a building boom kept pace with a population that quadrupled during the 1880s. At the turn of the century, San Francisco was already a thriving cultural metropolis, offering rich opportunities for an aspiring builder. In 1900, Lindgren partnered with Berkeley engineer Lewis Hicks, an early expert in steel-reinforced concrete construction. Tragically, in the early morning hours of April 18, 1906, a massive earthquake rocked San Francisco. More than 25,000 structures were destroyed by the quake and ensuing fires. Curiously, when the flames died down, many buildings still standing were built with steel-reinforced concrete. Already specialists in the technique, Lindgren and Hicks quickly had their hands full as the city began to rebuild. In 1908, Charles Lindgren formed the Lindgren Company with his brother, Fred. The brothers recruited top-of-the-line estimators, superintendents, and foremen to join them. One particular man, estimator Alfred Bingham Swinnerton, stood out. The namesake of the Swinnerton family of companies would help it grow for the next 55 years. When the United States entered the dark days of World War I, the company adapted to meet the country's shifting needs. Private buildings in San Francisco dropped to its lowest level in 15 years. However, the Lindgren Company continued to thrive, even completing several landmark structures. As America recovered from the war's financial and emotional toll, construction surged once again. The Roaring Twenties heard the rhythms of jazz crackle on radios as bootleg liquor flowed in speakeasies. A war-weary nation enjoyed a renewed zest for life and an appetite for stocks and real estate. New office construction in Northern California reached record highs as the invention of the high-speed elevator allowed builders to reach for the sky. Lindgren and Swinnerton, as the company was then called, forever altered the San Francisco skyline with the city's first high-rise. During World War II, the country banded together to support the war effort and strengthen the home front. Lindgren and Swinnerton turned its focus to national defense and infrastructure needs. The company formed a new general partnership, Swinnerton and Wahlberg, to manage these complex industrial projects. Wartime housing, arsenals, and manufacturing plants expanded the company's reach into Nevada and Colorado. When the war ended and troops returned home, peacetime prosperity ushered in a building boom. The company stepped up to meet high demand for new homes, healthcare facilities, and factories. Savoring peacetime with the rest of America, Swinnerton and Wahlberg satisfied the cravings of a consumer culture with manufacturing plants for products spanning cars, candy, beer, film, paper, and canned goods. When a decade ushered in an era of strategic expansion, a growing Swinnerton and Wahlberg opened a new office in Portland, Oregon, and placed deeper roots in the building communities of Hawaii, Colorado, Los Angeles, and the Bay Area. As the result of an office building bonanza in the 1980s, the company built more than a dozen showcase high-rises. A new specialized interiors division was formed in 1982 to meet the demand for high-end office space. When the company celebrated its centennial in 1988, times were good and skylines were high. However, an economic recession at the end of the decade caused a steep drop-off in construction volumes. But the company weathered the storm by taking a page from its own history book, borrowing from a bank, and hiring the best people from shuttered firms. When the economy brightened again in the mid-1990s, Swinnerton and Wahlberg focused on building a stronger future. The holding company of Swinnerton Incorporated was formed in 1996 to integrate a growing family of acquired construction firms and specialized divisions. Fortified with new teams and resources, Swinnerton partnered with clients at the heart of American commerce, culture, and travel. The company also expanded its network to the Southwest and Central United States. Swinnerton is committed to honoring its history while envisioning the future. The company remains focused on the primary values that have shaped its success from its earliest days as a 19th century boomtown startup, leading with excellence, integrity, leadership, ownership, and passion.